Chicago Blackhawks leading the Toronto Maple Leafs 3-2 with the third period underway. And the Maple Leafs jump on the puck right away. Get it up to Warner, and he was checked, had to dump it inside the line as Brown hit him immediately. Now it's centered. Thomas hit shot. Stopped by Thibault. Big save early in this third period by Jocelyn Thibault. Warner was parked in front of the net. Puck didn't get to him. Sundin tries it for Thomas. Off his stick high, and the Leafs do not keep it in. Race for it. Berard was there. Chicago, however, on the loose puck and bring it in. Todd White centered it. Shot by Kilger wide, and he's hurt. Kilger of the Blackhawks is down, not moving yet. And finally, the referee saw Kilger rather, of the Chicago Blackhawks down on his knees. As you see, he was hurt after taking that shot.
I didn't see what happened to him, Bob. He let the shot go, and the next thing you know, he's sliding along the new ice here halfway through the first minute of the third period and hasn't looked up. Let's have a look at it. He's going to get the puck right here, let the shot go, and Todd Warner's stick looked like it might have come up and caught him under the chin or in the face. I don't think there's any penalty in the call. It certainly wasn't a high stick because Kilgore was going down, but it seems to have caused a problem here, and the Hawk trainer's out to have a look at him, and we have a delay here early in the third period.
Certainly no penalty was indicated because the play had moved back up to center ice. And then the referee stopped the play. Well, let's visit again with Scott.
Here's Mike Shaky Walton, who had been one of the younger members of the last Leafs Stanley Cup team in 1967. Mike, what are your memories of the Gardens on this special night?
Well, it was always a great night when you're growing up. Naturally, that's all we watched was Foster Hewitt and in front of the TV as a kid, and then to be able to play on the Toronto Maple Leaf Hockey Club. And there was only 6 teams in the league back then. It was quite a thrill. And to win a cup in '67 was unbelievable.
I know you haven't lost track of the Leafs. I see you standing here in the Zamboni entrance nightly.
That's where I belong, right here.
30 goals, what, 1968 was it?
Yeah, I got 30 goals one year and 29, 27 another one. So I did all right.
And you went on to get a cup in Boston as well?
They won a cup in '72 in Boston.
All right, Mike, I thank you for your time.
Thanks a lot.
Harry, you had Mike for a while. He was an easy man to handle, gave you no problems.
Well, I'll tell you one thing, he wasn't easy to handle for the opposition. He led the WHA in scoring one year when I coached in Minnesota. He's a delightful guy, Walton, and he had great talent.
Blazing speed for sure. The Leafs are trying to get back into this game and tie it up, and they're on the attack. Johnson at the line with Sullivan. He stalled at the blue line, and Sullivan was speeding in there, and he can do that. And he was called on the offside.
Well, it's tough to decide whether Sullivan's been the best forward for the Maple Leafs in the last 2 weeks, or whether it's Sergei Berezin. Sullivan got his 97th career point tonight on the Thomas goal, which was the first of the Leafs' 2 goals. And when this guy is skating and playing a feisty, energetic role, he has become a valuable member of this team. It took him a while to get in the lineup, but he's pretty tough to get out now.
Chicago 3, Toronto 2. The second minute of play of the third period in the final game at Maple Leaf Gardens. Puck in center ice. Markov left it for a moment. Yuskevich trying to get it up to Markov and fade on the pass with Olchek all over him. He's chasing him again. And the Blackhawks, persistence, getting the puck back in over the Toronto blue line. Yuskevich turns it out. Pass up to King. Eric King with Sullivan there with him. King along the line, onside to Sullivan. On the short side, he's stopped by Thibault on that sharp angle attempt. Back in for Emerson. He's stopped by Joseph, who was out beautifully to cut the angle. And the Leafs get the puck back to center ice. Offside, Chicago did not wait long enough.
Well, Steve Sullivan, who's had 5 good chances to score tonight, got another one here early in the third period on a neat play, again by Derek King. And Sullivan, I don't think, realized he could have walked out in front of the net because he had the step on number 11, Nelson Emerson, as you can see off to the left. but he just tried to redirect it, couldn't get it up, and Thibault made the save.
Face off near center ice, and the Leafs win it, control it to center, and Cote slams it in. Amante picked it up and hit a nice deflection out to Gilmore, trying to create a 2-on-1. Nearly did, but the Leafs pick it up and come back. Thomas, he saw Sundin near center. He's up there with Thomas going in. Got the pass back out front. Thibault is going to cover up and hang on as the Leafs come close again. Well, once again, here's Scotto.
Bob, thank you very much. These stairs lead to one of the best-known rooms in the Gardens. It's called the Bunker. Major Conn Smythe watched Leaf games for the 30 years that he reigned over the organization from this room. Harold Ballard had the glass taken out when he took over, and that's when the Bunker really gained a reputation, because you could look over at any time and see Harold Ballard and King Clancy watching Leaf games. It's used now by members of the Leaf chairman of the board, Steve Stavro, and here is the view from the Bunker out to the ice surface. Bob.
Nice little ride by Scott. There's the Bunker. Down to our left. Last call. The grand old lady of Carl. So last call for Ty Domi.
He's only played 3 minutes and 6 seconds and got into a fight in the first shift and hasn't played much since. I wonder whether he got hurt a little bit.
Kilger tried to set up a Chicago rush. It'll be Thomas and Sundin bringing it back in with Domi. Domi headed for the net. Now look out, he's in there to deliver a hit in on Smolik. And the Leafs get the puck on that Ty Domi hit. Ferrari didn't see the pass up behind him. Chicago a chance to clear it out. They don't take advantage. Kept in, Thomas is waiting for it. It'll be cleared on the boards by Sundin to Domi. Fighting for it and gets the puck again. Sundin, Domi for the net. Sundin trying to center. Can't get the puck out front. Kept it in for Thomas, though. Good pressure by Toronto. Thomas, shot stopped. Chicago can't clear it. Good effort by Toronto forechecking. Sundin centered it. Crowd wanted a penalty call. Scramble in front of the net. And the Chicago Blackhawks led by Probert get inside the line, that's all. The Leafs fighting back here. Break wide pass. Domi, however, was headed off as they were changing on the goal. Chicago on a break. Clear break. Simpson scores. Reed Simpson scoring his second of the game on a breakaway. And Chicago open up a 4-2 lead.
Reed Simpson is making a special night of his last game in Maple Leaf Gardens with the first 2 goals of the season for him. This was a neat little play. Where the Leaf defenseman went, I don't know, because Simpson walked in all alone and makes a nice little fake to the right, then goes to the left and puts it off the bottom of Curtis Joseph's foot and then into the net. Watch this. Off the foot and in. Joseph's legs were about an inch too short as Simpson scores his second of the night.
3:48 the time of the goal by Simpson. Probert and Brown assisting on the goal. 4-2 Chicago. That is a little more comfortable for the Blackhawks as the Leafs were showing signs of coming back hard and nearly tied it on their last shift. Now it's a 2-goal spread again for Chicago. Skavich to the glass. Skavich bumped hard with Probert. Toronto moving it out. Probert trying to get back. Harrison just missed the pass as he was flying in. Probert up with a hit. And Falk takes over for the Leafs. Down the wing, Harrison, he gets over the Chicago line. Centered into Malkin. Gilmore was back to pick it up for Chicago. To Olczyk. To Probert. And out. Just bring it up to center. And Chelios will fire it from there. Big rebound. That shot by LaRue away high. Toronto cleared up. Sullivan joining the rush with Johnson. Good skating. Johnson on the side. Cutting inside. Centered it. And right in front of the net. But no shot from Berard, the defenseman. He just got tied up in the last second. Cote with Johnson by him and to center. The Blackhawks come back inside the line. Daze shot, scores! A bullet shot by Daze of Chicago, and they have the 3-goal lead back again. It is now Chicago 5, Toronto 2.
Eric Daze, boy, let a bullet go that beat Joseph to the glove side. His 11th goal of the season. Again, a Leaf turnover, a mix-up right here. And Daze lets a rolling puck go. Now, when you slap a roller, it's pretty tough for the goalie to judge where it's going to go. Look at that puck twirl. And Daze slaps it. Did it go off the Leaf defenseman? Joseph was beaten to the strong side, that glove that makes so many saves. And the Chicago Blackhawks have the Leafs down with their knee in their throat.
As we near the 6-minute mark of the third, Chicago now have opened it up again. Daze's 11th of the season. LaRue and Manson earning the assists. Joseph doesn't have to catch that one. It missed the net by a fair margin. 5:19 the time of that last goal. A minute 31 after Chicago went ahead 4-2. Now it's 5 of them to 2. In front, the Leafs. T-Ball's looking sharp now. He held his ground. Stopped that close-in shot and held onto it.